Thanks for clicking on this video. If you want more content just like this, head over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a club legend or a club captain. You'll get perks such as 20% off all our merch, 2 free pieces of merch every single year, and you'll also be in our Discord and Facebook group so you can talk to other Reds. What more could you really ask for? See you there.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's time for the Champions League draw, round of 16. Liverpool are in it, of course, as are loads of other teams. Steve and Chloe over here. Mr. Champions League draw himself is primed over there at the board. There he is, Mr. Chris Pajak. Yeah, we're going to run you through the entire draw, hoping Liverpool get a favourable one, but we'll find out soon enough. Chloe, before the draw starts, the coverage as it stands is just going through the usual shenanigans. Very, very quickly, if I could give you, right now, I can guarantee you a draw. Who do you want?
Porto or Benfica.
Who do you least want?
Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. More Real Madrid, but...
Rank them.
Porto, Benfica. I like Benfica, so we'll go Benfica, then Porto. Then after that, I really don't care as long as it's not Real Madrid or Bayern Munich.
Yeah, for me, I'd go Porto, then Benfica, then Bayern, then Real. Real are the ones I least want at this moment in time.
Do you not think, though, that, like, we've been Porto too many times? Benfica, at least, I've only been once. Yeah,
but, like, maybe, but, like, again, going back to your previous comment, we often beat Porto. I would quite like Liverpool to be in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So, and with that one, let us know if you're watching on live, of course, in the live chat. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you want? Who do you want to avoid? Let me know if you're a Redmen Plus Club legend as well in the Discord chat. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Chris Pajak. Chris, your thoughts then before you go through the draw itself. Are you the same as Chloe, trying to avoid Real Madrid, Bayern Munich?
I'm always like that. If anyone who's watched this for the last few years will know that I want the easiest draw and the easiest path to the final possible. I've got a bit of a bee in my bonnet actually today about people saying that it's better to get Real Madrid over 2 legs. I don't see the evidence of that. Like they've won the competition. Like it feels like 5 times in about 8 years. They're really good over 2 legs as well. They're just really good in finals at the same time. So for me, listen, I don't want Real Madrid. I think Liverpool are going to get Bayern Munich. I do feel the story with Mane is probably too much, and I think it's going to draw whoever's on this with Faker Ranieri to get Bayern Munich out the heart. I want Porto. I think Benfica are a better side than Porto right now. So I want Porto first and foremost. And I don't care if people have been there before. It's just like going back somewhere like on holiday where you've been before, isn't it? It's just great. That's what you want. You go there, you turn up, you normally win by 4 or 5 goals. You have a great European away, great experience. You come back, you snot them at home, and you're into the quarterfinals. That's exactly what Liverpool need. Listen, this Liverpool side might be completely different to the Liverpool side that plays in February in March time. We might be much better, but right now I can only judge Liverpool on what they've played like this season, and this season I don't think we're up with Real Madrid and the Bayern Munichs of this world, so avoid them at all costs. It looks like we've got a few minutes anyway. They've got a presenter on the show. I've not seen Fake Ranieri yet. I hope they've not sacked him. I like the fact that he's like couldn't decide which lapel to put his mic on, so he's gone with both of them, which is... Oh, here he is. The man, the legend, the one, the only, the strider in the blue suit, Mr. Fake Ranieri gets himself in. Has he got new glasses this time around? It looks good. It's those glasses where you're trying to fake that you're wearing glasses, but we can see the bars on the side, mate. We know they're there, Mr. Ranieri Fake-o. He's got his little UEFA thing on there. He's gone for the double lapel microphone thing as well, which is interesting. He's very conservative in his blue suit, wanker, and blue tie, wanker. But he's got a little bit of a haircut. I probably could have done with a little bit of a haircut for this, but unfortunately, I was on the Final Word show beforehand and the watch-alongs last night, and the barbers in Liverpool don't open in the middle of the night, so I couldn't go. Unfortunately, Ranieri looks like he's got it. Could someone get rid of the red button on the screen for me? It really pisses me off. If you could just press back up on the remote, that would be fantastic.
I'll try.
I've got no idea who the other sort of teams can draw. As far as like Manchester City and Tottenham, they obviously can't draw us.
Yeah.
Who was in their group that
City
finished
can't
second?
draw Dortmund.
So they can't draw Dortmund.
Tottenham can't draw Frankfurt, and
okay.
Chelsea can't
Inter.
draw AC Milan.
So are we hoping for like
City,
Inter
PSG.
Milan, PSG?
City, PSG as well.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
City,
Go on,
City
mate.
can get PSG,
Oh,
Inter or AC.
Yeah, coming back over to some of the comments. Then in the Discord, Dad disagrees with Jerry. Says we're best against better teams this year. For that reason, give me Bayern or Real Madrid. The YouTube is very, very, very split, Chloe. We've got Sleepless for Life. I can feel in my gut it's Porto. Well, you wouldn't be. Previous experiences, yeah. We were looking at obviously all the maths geniuses who do all the stats and stuff, decide that the biggest probability is that Liverpool get Bayern Munich based on the fact that there's so many other teams in who Bayern can't get. Does that make sense? Because so many German teams came second in the other groups that the chance Bayern can't get them, so it's more likely to get us. Yeah, back to the Allianz, it feels a little bit like that could be written in the stars for us, like the Sadio Mane stuff. We've been there before. I think Liverpool wouldn't fear going to Bayern Munich, but if that's what it comes out as, then it feels like that's where, again, all the numbers suggest that's where we're heading towards so far.
Yeah, it does, and I wouldn't really like Bayern Munich because of not just the Mane aspect, but because it's Bayern Munich. It's a really good stadium, good atmosphere, and I feel like we've had the better, results against them recently, and over time you're more likely to lose against it. It's like that Everton one. It had gone on for so long at Anfield that eventually they're about to beat you. And I'm not too sure. I think Bayern Munich are just a really good side, and yeah, we can get at them. The reason I said Benfica is because my brother lives close to Benfica, so we could all house ourselves there and then go to Benfica.
I like how you presume you're the one going.
Well, you can just get me a ticket in their end, and
we might schedule you into work, Chloe. You can't just think like this.
I'll
book some holidays quick and if we get to Benfica, you can house all in your brother's gaff for sure. Yeah, in terms of looks like we've got
Altin top back.
My mate Altin.
It's because of Istanbul, isn't it? And that looking at Altin top and looking at Pajak, who do you think's the oldest of the two lads? Me or Altin top?
I'm guessing it's you, but he looks older than you because you can't grow facial hair.
It's true.
So it always makes you look younger.
Shut up, this is 6 months this. Al Tintop is 2 days older than me. He was born on the 8th of December 1982.
And he's at UEFA headquarters and you're here, so who's the real winner?
Me, obviously. I mean, he was a Champions League finalist apparently in 2010, but no one cared. And what that tells me is he also hasn't won the Champions League, just like me. Because why would you just say finalist?
He's done all that running, Chris, hasn't he? He's ran around loads of footy pitches.
Yeah, what did your facial hair get you, you fucking out-in wanker? He's here though, he's a professional footballer, at least he was. He looks like he's... Where are they doing? Are they doing this in a university? I mean, could you get somewhere that looks a little bit better than a friggin' university to do the Champions League?
What do you think of Alton Top's tie knot? It's a bit too fat for me, Chris, that.
I don't mind it. I think it's all right. I'm not sure I like the tie. I can't wear button-up shirts like that. It's just too tight. It struggles to breathe a little bit. But Altin Top seems to be wearing it quite well. I like the fact that he's just gone with the one button done. He's clearly groomed himself this morning, hasn't he? Altin Top knows it's a big day for him and his family, because now he's here with me, and we're doing the Champions League draw together. So I think that's ultimately might be the crowning glory of his entire Altin Top career. It might be the top of his Altin Top career. It
might be the top of Altin Top's top. Yeah, Chloe, obviously elsewhere we'll obviously keep you guys updated on the other things. It isn't just solely Liverpool focused. Chris made reference of it earlier. There's a chance, given a couple of teams who they come second in their groups, that you might get some big, so City, PSG, for example. There's a couple in there that you're thinking, well, let them draw each other. You can get Real Madrid in that mix as well with Paris and stuff. Like, get rid of some of these big teams. Again, fingers crossed for Liverpool. That's how it works out. But again, it's Liverpool got to do their job, but it would be nice if a couple of big ones could go early doors.
Yeah, especially other English teams. There's nothing I hate more than, I don't care what English side you are, you could be Leicester, I don't want you to win the Champions League. Any English side, I do not want you winning or getting anywhere near that Champions League trophy. Sometimes you've got to pick the lesser two evils in some situations where City and Chelsea were both in a final. But yeah, give them really big teams. I mean, I'm looking at Chelsea now. They can get PSG, Leipzig, Dortmund, Frankfurt, Inter, Club Brugge. They've got an easier route than Liverpool, But, you know, I wouldn't mind Dortmund or Inter. If City could get PSG, that'd be absolutely sensational. And Spurs haven't looked brilliant so far, and they can get AC, Inter, Dortmund, Leipzig, PSG and Club Brugge. So as long as there's some sort of test for the English clubs, I'll be happy out of here.
Absolutely, yeah. Just like, your water bottle there makes it look like we're in the 220 free. There we go. Move it out the way. There. No, you put it back here. There we go.
Oh,
the
there we go.
220 free draw. It isn't the 223 Champions League. That'd be funny if it was.
23.
Yeah, hopefully that wasn't bad juju covering us up there. But yeah, it feels like if Liverpool are going to win something this year, obviously the Premier League is looking very, very unlikely. It'd have to be the miracle of all miracles to get to that. Obviously the cup competitions are in here for us, but like the big one is still available. Liverpool haven't played well enough at it in terms of domestically to put a title challenge up, but other than the horrendous slip up at the start of the season in April, the Champions League form has been great. Jäger and the boys, I know they've had a bad go of it, but they'll be thinking we can win this.
Yeah, it was a distraction from the Premier League at times, to be fair. And, you know, you look at... We've got the job done, and that's all that mattered in this moment. And the big thing is to win games and to get through and secure your spot when you're not playing well. And then, look, it's not back till February. By then, hopefully, we'll have Diaz, Jota back. Yep. At least, hopefully, we'll make 1 or 2 signs. And then January, I might be too optimistic there. But hopefully... and hopefully, we'll come back a little bit more refreshed. People have had a break, or people will hopefully work themselves into form in the World Cup. Hopefully, we come out with no injuries and then kick on from there, because this Liverpool side can go on a run. Oh, we're starting.
Altin Top's had his ball spun by fake Ranieri. He's got a little bit of a flourish at the bottom of his suit there. I don't know what that is. He's gone for the top bottom, the spinner Rooney. He's pulled the paper out. He's unfolding the paper right now. Altin Top's faced it, and it's Leipzig. RB Leipzig from Germany are the first team drawn out of the hat. Who can they get? It's Napoli, Porto, Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester City and Benfica up for grabs. So it doesn't look like Real Madrid or Bayern Munich based on the colour scheme of green meaning go and red meaning no.
I can tell you why.
Why?
Because Bayern Munich are German and Leipzig winning Real Madrid's group.
Then we've got the colour scheme. We're sorted. It's head stuck. Doesn't get his hand stuck. Spins the balls into the group winners pot. Altin Top again. So good. Such dexterous fingers. He may be a pianist, but he's got them balls open quickly. It's Manchester City. RB Leipzig. They're a group winner. They're down here. It's not the easiest of draws for Manchester City, but it's certainly not the toughest. Altin Top's done well, and he's just received a big fat envelope of money from Manchester City, and there is the guy from Manchester City. Altin Top's already going. Group runners up. There's no fucking rest for the wicked here, is there? Altin Top's opened it up. It's Club Brugge from Belgium. The third name out of the hat. They can get Napoli, Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, Real Madrid or Benfica, and no Porto. No Porto for you. So next, head stuck, straight in, feels the ball, spins the balls. He's gone. Where's Headstuck gone? But get your fucking balls in the fucking pot. Get him fucking spun, lad. You look like a fucking head teacher. Nay, the demon headmaster. Altin Top's got the balls. He's got it. He's struggling a little bit with that one, but he's okay. He's got it open. And right now, Altin Top draws Benfica. That's one of the sides I wanted for Liverpool out of the hat. That leaves... right now, just Real Madrid, just Bayern Munich and just Porto. The chances of drawing Real Madrid or Bayern Munich have just increased. I want to say exponentially, but it's the wrong word. They've just increased a little bit. Altin Top straight into the group runners-up. He's got it. He's got it. He's opening the balls. He's got it. And it's Liverpool Football Club of all clubs, the best club in the world. Liverpool Football Club.
There we go,
Three options. It is only Porto. It is only Bayern Munich. And it is only Real Madrid. I believe it's going to be Bayern Munich, but I really want it to be FC Porto, so if you could, please, head stuck, get your hands over in those pots, grab those balls, chuck them into the pot. And Altin Top's got the ball right now. He's got it. He's got the destiny of Liverpool Football Club in his palms. This time, our time, it's fucking Real Madrid, you absolute Altin twat! Why would you do that? Knobhead! So Liverpool Football Club have drawn Real Madrid in the Champions League last 16. For fuck's sakes, mate! You had one job, and that was to pull Porto out. If not, give us Mane and Bayern Munich. Don't give us them again. We hate them. We hate them a lot. Juventus. So next up, no rest for the wicked. AC Milan, straight out the hat. Who can they get? Nobody really cares. This draw's over for me now. It's Porto, it's Bayern Munich, and it's Tottenham Hotspur.
Now he's going to find Porto, isn't he?
Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, head stuck, hands in, balls spun. Oh, he's dropped the arm like he's got a dead arm there on the side. That's an interesting technique from Altintop. I'll tell you what, I might be in love with his fingers. So dexterous. I'll tell you what, I bet the girls have a great time with him. It's Tottenham Hotspur for AC Milan. My word. Ooh, that's a bit of a tough draw for Tottenham Hotspur. If they can't beat us, they can't beat AC Milan. I'm going to bring the teams up right now. So, who have we got? We're on to the group runners up already! Give me a second, will you, Altintop? We're a team! Give me a second, for God's sakes. It's Frankfurt. Frankfurt next out the hat. Who can they get? Please. Hello, yes, Napoli, Porto and Chelsea. Okay, brilliant. That's Napoli, Porto and Chelsea. I think you might have just heard, apologies, it might have just come through the radio in my ear. You might have heard that one. Headstuck's got his fucking shit together now. Look, I tell you, he's quite a weird little bloke, this Headstuck, isn't he? He's got no class or pizzazz or anything about him. But Altintop just in the centre, controlling things. The conductor with his pianist fingers once again opens the balls, no problem whatsoever. Napoli, my word, I still think they're over here. Napoli are going to play Frankfurt in the Champions League round of 16, but no rest for the wicked. By the time I've turned around, Altintop will be straight in. He loves getting his hands on those balls and getting them open, plucking whatever's inside those balls out. Altintop's got it now, those dexterous fingers. They bend the wrong way almost. It's impressive actually from Altintop, and no wonder he's so well groomed. He can do it with just his fingers. It's Dortmund straight out of the hat and into the Champions League last 16 with just Porto or Chelsea to play in this one. Dortmund, Chelsea, manifest it and it will come true. Dortmund, Chelsea, Dortmund, Chelsea. Come on, Altintop, help me out here. 2 balls, one with Dortmund, one with Chelsea. Please make it so, number 1. Come on, Altintop. Do it for me, Altintop. Do it for me, Altintop. Yes! Manifest it into life. Where the bald man doesn't look happy. He's got blue glasses on. He's definitely from Chelsea. The cock. Altintop straight onto things right now. Right into that runners-up thing. He's literally just spinning one ball around. He didn't ever let go of that ball. Altintop, be better. Be better. We love your fingers, but you can spin it much better, my friend. Who's that? That is Inter Milan. And Inter Milan can surely only draw one of Porto or Bayern Munich, and maybe none of them. So that's Porto for Inter Milan, which leaves Paris Saint-Germain with Bayern Munich. Ooh, tasty motherfucker! That's a tasty tie to leave us, tantalising on our taste buds. We want it! We want it now! But we've got to see whether it's going to happen or not, first of all. So let's just come back down to life. Altintop's got it right now. It is Paris Saint-Germain. Headstuck's gonna go and grab his one little ball and be boring and walk across and drop it in. And is there any point in even spinning the ball around? I don't think so. Have they just conceded this time? Because last time, I think you'll know that they fucked this up before. So we really should make sure that that name's in the hat. Did we make sure that that name was in the hat? I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but there it is. That is the Champions League draw, round of 16. Manchester City, RB Leipzig, Benfica, Club Brugge, fuck me, Real Madrid, Liverpool Football Club, Tottenham, AC Milan, Napoli, Frankfurt, Chelsea, Dortmund, Porto, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, PSG. Over to you, Steve.
Thank you very much. Mr. Champions League draw himself. Round of applause for Mr. Chris Pajak. Always delivers when the occasion needs it. Are you tired, pal?
Yeah, a little bit.
How are you, Chloe? We didn't have to do as much running around, talking and dancing as Chris, but yeah, the one that, I'll be honest, the one that we didn't want, we've got. Now listen, it is what it is, bring it on, you want to win the Champions League, you've got to beat the best teams, etc, etc. But you can't ignore the fact that we're playing the team who just beat us in a final, the team who have historically, for a long while, had Liverpool's number, over 2 legs, over 1 legs in final, whatever it is. That football team, there's a bit of juju against us, like I say. Maybe it's the perfect chance to end that, but yeah, listen, I think we'd all agree that hasn't gone as well as we would have liked it to.
It hasn't, but on the positive side, I always back this Liverpool side over two legs under Jurgen Klopp, and I'll continue to do that. I'm quite annoyed that Liverpool didn't top the group now in terms of the second leg is at the Bernabeu, but I back us against absolutely anyone. And Real Madrid, it'd be nice to finally get some revenge on them. I'd have rather have done it last year when we were in the final against them, but I guess we can do it this year instead.
Absolutely, fingers crossed Liverpool are able to do that. I get to a few comments from the Discord chat. Again, Dean says, Real Madrid, let's fucking go. It's time to beat them once and for all. Yeah, absolutely. Jiff says, it's a fun test to have. And Ramsey Street just says, shit. I feel your pain, mister. I feel your pain, absolutely. And that's kind of where we're at. Again, Chris, I'll come back to you if you don't mind, mate. Hopefully you've had your break. You might need to swap around Bayern and PSG, by the way. I think that's the other way around. I think Bayern were group winners. No, you're right. No, you're absolutely spot on. I do apologise. PSG didn't win the group. You're absolutely spot on. Going back to it, in terms of the overall draw, looking at potential winners this competition, looking at it, everyone's probably thinking City, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Napoli probably should be in that conversation at the moment in time. Bayern and PSG, it looks like, would you go along with those? And if so, I mean, it looks like a few of them have got easier draws, and then obviously two of them, Bayern and PSG, getting each other is one where Liverpool might be looking at it thinking, well, if we can get past Real Madrid, there's at least one big gun out the competition.
I think Liverpool have got the hardest draw of the English side, certainly, which makes sense because we were the Group 2 side, or the runners-up side. Tottenham, I think, have got the next hardest, then Manchester City have easily got the easiest side for the English clubs in RB Leipzig, although I don't think it's a particularly easy draw for them. It could have been actually, I don't know how much better it could have been for them. It's easy for them. Liverpool have got the hardest draw, and Bayern Munich and PSG have got the two hard draws. In fact, the two best sides in Group runners-up have both drawn two of the absolute three heavyweights in that first draw, which I would have said were City, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. So Real Madrid for Liverpool and Bayern Munich for PSG makes it incredibly difficult for both of them clubs. Quickly for me, City go through, Benfica go through, Liverpool go through, Tottenham go through, Napoli go through, Dortmund go through, Inter Milan go through, and Bayern Munich go through. I don't know whether anyone else thinks or agrees with that. Yeah,
listen, our one's a tough one, isn't it? But we'll always back the boys. What I would say, Chloe, is that, and someone makes it in the comments here, it's been a long time since Real Madrid come to Anfield, a full Anfield. Yeah. A boot, and obviously they knocked us out in the pandemic season. A couple of those were finals as well. It was under Brendan Rodgers when they come and wiped the floor as it was Anfield, but that was a different Liverpool, that was a different time. I suppose that's the one saving grace, is that, we're going to... Listen, we're gonna be up against it. That without a doubt, we're gonna be up against it. And obviously, Anfield will be the first leg as well, won't it? Which is, we need to keep an eye on. So obviously, they come down to first. You've got to try and get to it and then go to Spain with something to hold on to. But I suppose that is the one saving grace come February, is that you hope. Listen, they're Real Madrid. They've been to hostile atmospheres before. They know it. But that is the one point of difference compared to the other ones. It was finals. We know what happened in Paris. It wasn't great, and what happened in Kiev, and then obviously the pandemic stuff. Can a full Anfield maybe make a difference? Yeah,
it can 100%, and it has done on previous occasions. We know that City, when we had to play them a couple of years ago, 18-19, where we went to the final and ultimately lost against Real Madrid.
And we're not going to their training ground, by the way, like we did in the pandemic season.
Exactly. But I think this is exactly what the Champions League is about. It's the big heavyweights meeting each other, and we can sit here and say, it's probably not the draw that we all wanted, but it's an exciting draw, and it's a team where if we would have faced Porto again, maybe the atmosphere isn't as good. Real Madrid, we know in the stands that Liverpool need us that night, and we will show up for it, and hopefully it is another incredible night under the lights at Anfield.
Has anyone checked on Mo Salah's Instagram?
I was about to say, Mo, Mo, there's only so many paybacks you can offer. Like, at some point, you're not getting that dough back, Mo. You've lost that one. You've got to sometimes when someone just hasn't paid you for a while and you can send the boys around to collect your debt, at some point you might have to call off the... I don't think payback is that one. I don't think it's worked out particularly well. But what I would say, Chris, speaking of Mo Salah, let's come back to you very quickly before we start rounding up. He'll be delighted. I've got a feeling Mo Salah's the type of fella who'll go, you know what? At some point I owe these bastards one, and this could be my time to get it.
Look, Liverpool's form this season is why I'm fearful of this game. I think Liverpool were the better side in the Champions League final but didn't lift the trophy. Obviously that's what matters at the end of the day. I think last season Liverpool were a better side than Real Madrid. This season it's debatable. I don't think Liverpool right now are as good a side as Real Madrid, but in this competition we got the second most points out of anybody in it, joint with Napoli. You know, we won 5 games out of 6. Real Madrid didn't get 15 points in their group. We had a tough group and we were able to get through it. You know, 2 big names in Ajax and Napoli to contend with. We had one really disastrous game against Napoli, but after that in this competition we were flawless after that first game. So can Liverpool continue to be Liverpool in the Champions League? Yes, they can. Will Real Madrid not like this draw as much as we will? Yes, Real Madrid won't like this draw. Real Madrid will be unhappy that Liverpool are coming to town, and Real Madrid should be a little bit scared of Liverpool. And after the World Cup and everything else that comes after that, how Liverpool come back to it is going to be massive. But I truly believe that Liverpool can beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. I believe that they can beat them over 1 leg, and I believe that we will see the real Liverpool side in the Champions League.
I think the other thing is this season we've thrived when we've been the underdog, and we're going into this game as an underdog, and I love being an underdog, and hopefully that takes the pressure off, and hopefully we can play free. You know, the games, I mean, even Spurs over the weekend, we were slight underdogs and they were missing about 3-4 players, so hopefully underdog status is back, and hopefully we can come out with the win, because you know, it's a horrible draw, but it's also a really exciting draw at the same time.
Yeah, the other thing I just wanted to mention as well is sometimes those first games in the Champions League when you're at home are not the atmosphere that you want in a knockout competition. Real Madrid says this could be one of the all-time classic Anfield atmospheres, because when Real Madrid come to town, when Liverpool are the underdogs, expect Anfield to be absolutely fucking bouncing.
Absolutely, absolutely. A couple more comments then before we start round up again from the club legends, LFC Mav. To be honest, guys, I'd rather have them in the round of 16 over 2 legs than in another final. We've got Son of Barnes saying, let's channel the spirit of Yossi Benayoun. Absolutely, yeah. We've when Real Madrid come to town when Liverpool were half decent, we did certainly do the business there against them. And then Dean, when we won the Champions League, we had to beat Bayern and Barca. If we get past Real Madrid, this will give us a lot of confidence, and that's the one thing. It is, at some point you're going to have to beat a good team to win this competition. It just so happened. Liverpool have done it last time, like I said, they went to the Allianz, they beaten boss teams before, they beat Barcelona when they were flying. Now they got a chance to get a little bit of revenge and knock Real Madrid out of the competition. Obviously we know Bayern and or PSG, one of those two are going to be out as well, so the draw could start opening up for us. But yeah, we're going to start wrapping up here. Then if you want even more reaction, if you head on over to the Redmen Plus, to redmenplus.com, we will have our Redmen React streaming live in about 15 or so minutes time. Me and Chloe and Chris will come and join us. We'll let him have a nice sit down, he deserves it after his escapades over there. So come and join us over on Plus. Or while we're here on Plus as well, we've got loads of content on there for you. We've got the final word from last night's game, the In The Ground podcast that I recorded live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and tons more. So yeah, come and get involved with us, redmenplus.com. Come and check it out. Me, Chloe and Chris will be there very, very shortly. I hope you are too. Thanks very much to Chris. Thanks to Chloe. Thanks to everyone who got involved in the YouTube and the Discord chat. Thanks to Tom and all the guys, Tom and Joe and Amber behind the glass. And we'll catch you on Redmen Plus very shortly. Take care, guys. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do drop a like on it and give us a subscription to this YouTube channel as well. If you want even more Liverpool content in your lives, either in podcast or video form, check out redmenplus.com, our subscription service. It's absolutely brilliant and you will love it.